Yes, hello everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome to our program today. I'd like to really appreciate you for taking the time to join us today in our broadcast. Quickly make sure that you are subscribed if you are not and click on the notification bell. That's why a lot of you don't get notification when we come live. Also, make sure that you share this video because it is a very important broadcast. Today, we're going to be looking at the crisis in northern Nigeria and especially southern Kaduna, in Kaduna State, of course. So, please go ahead and share this video, invite as many people as possible. And today, we're going to be hearing from somebody who lives exactly where at the epicenter of this crisis, and it is somebody that I've just come to know recently, but to just understand that he has so much of wealth of experience concerning the issue is a plus for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome today to our broadcast no other than uh, uh, Honorable, I don't want to, let me make sure that I call him very well. Honorable Jonathan Asake. Honorable Jonathan, you're welcome to our program. Did I pronounce it well? Asake?
Asake.
Asake.
Yes.
Asake. Okay. Thank you.
Asake.
Thank you very much. Um, Jonathan, it's a pleasure to have you on our program today. You the reason why they call you honorable is because you served as a member of the Federal House of Representatives from 1999 to 2003, and you were also special assistant to former President Olusegun Obasanjo on National Assembly matters from 2005 to 2007, and you were also the interim chairman of the Zango Kataf Local Government Council. Zango Kataf is a very, very popular name for so many reasons, even when it comes to conflicts, unfortunately. And now you are the president of the Southern Kaduna People's Union, which is called SOKAPU. And SOKAPU is an umbrella body of close to 67 ethnic nationalities in Kaduna State, and they are represented by various community development associations, the CDAs, which are multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multicultural, multi-professional, just multi, so many things. What we understand, it is all inclusive. All right, so having said a brief, having just talked a little bit about your profile, I'm sure people understand why it's important that you are here. So let us understand Kaduna State. And we already know that Kaduna State is a state in Nigeria, but tell us about the people of Southern Kaduna. Tell us about the people of Southern Kaduna, Honorable Jonathan.
Well, just like you have said, Kaduna State to start with is one of the states that is in the northwest geopolitical zone with 23 local governments, and 12 of those local governments are considered southern part of Kaduna. Not Kaduna South Senatorial District, because Kaduna South Senatorial District, some people misconstrue that. Kaduna South Senatorial District is 8 local governments, but we have 4 other local governments that make up what we call Southern Kaduna. And in this part of the state, that is where we have multiple tribal groups. This we call the ethnic nationalities. There are about 67. And so KAPU, the Southern Kaduna People's Union, is the umbrella organization. Like you said in your introduction, I am the national president. And so this is all. And the southern part of Kaduna State, the Southern Kaduna, the population is by the 2006 population count. It's about 4.2 million population strength and about 26,000 square kilometers in landmass, which is a very huge area. So that is all about Southern Kaduna.
Okay, to the average, I'm an Igbo man, okay, and I'm an activist. I try to I represent everything that fights for injustice, and so I have been very concerned about happenings in southern Kaduna. And why I told you that I'm an Igbo man, to the average southeasterner or to the average easterner, people of Kaduna State are Hausa people. Now, help me understand this. Help me, teach me as somebody who doesn't really understand the dynamics. So, I want us to talk about the tribe and the people. I know you said there are about 67 nationalities or tribal groups, right? Right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so help me understand. People from southern Kaduna, are they Hausa people the way the average Easterner, Igbo man, people that call themselves Biafrans, are they correct? Help us understand who is actually who in that southern Kaduna. Describe the people.
They are never Hausa people. The 67 ethnic groups I told you about, each of them has their distinct language, well developed, with distinct culture, well developed, with distinct heritage, everything about the 67 nationalities I told you about.
Just before you go on,
Culture.
Honorable Jonathan, just before you go on, let me add this too. We either see you as Hausa or Fulani. I just want to tell you how you are perceived, so that as you're describing, you will help us to understand this further. Continue.
Yes, that is why I say anybody who says that is because they don't know. And that's why I'm saying it now. That I have my language that I speak. If you come to my village in Kaduna State, in Zambuakata, you find out that we speak our language, not Hausa. Of course, Hausa is the language of communication, the language of commerce within the local environment. But each tribe have their own distinct language and culture and way of life. And so we are not Hausa. Hausa is Hausa. We have Hausa people. They also have their own areas where they stay. In Kaduna State, we have local governments that are occupied by Hausa people. We have local governments that are also occupied by the ethnic nationalities that are not Hausa. There are Fulanis who are actually that roam around. Some settle temporarily and they leave. And so those are the people we have here.
Okay, so if this nationality, thank you for helping us understand that there are indigenous people of southern Kaduna, and these people are unique in their languages, in their cultures, in their traditions, and other things. Okay, why is there so much trouble coming out of southern Kaduna?
Well, it is not trouble. What is going on in southern Kaduna, particularly, and so unfortunately, is what has been going on is invasion of our communities by what I call Fulani invaders or Fulani militia. And they have continued to invade our communities across our local governments. They go from community to community. When they go into a community, oftentimes it's by night when people are sleeping. They will go in, begin to kill, begin to destroy, burn the food bands, our food bands, rape the women, abduct some, and in fact, every day is an affair of massacre and destruction across our communities. That is what we have. Unfortunately, the government of the day chooses to call it a herders farmers clash, a narrative that has been sold to the media and to the outside world, that it is a clash between farmers and herdsmen. But I always debunk that the people that are killed, if I open my laptop, most of these invasions, we have pictures, we have videos, we have mass burials, and you will see the pictures of the people that are so killed. Children, women, old people, physically challenged people, and others. And they are never killed in their farms. So where did the farmers herders clash come from?
Okay, Honorable Jonathan.
The people that
hold on,
yes.
Honorable Jonathan, hold on. I want to show our viewers something so that they can understand what you're talking about. Just hold on. Because you just mentioned that the government has a certain narrative that they put out there. So I want to show what the presidency put out on the 21st of July about the killings in Kaduna, and that will I want you to speak against this background when I come back to you. And so, our viewers, I need you to see something, and this was a statement that was released, okay, by the presidency, and I think it was signed by Garba Shehu. But let me read it for you. You can see it on our screen right now. So it says why Southern Kaduna killings persist, and this was published on Premium Times. And what the president, it says that the violence and killings in Southern Kaduna have persisted because of the evil combination of politically motivated banditry, revenge killings, mutual violence by criminal gangs acting on ethnic and religious grounds, the presidency said on Tuesday. You know, and then he went ahead to say that in his statement on Tuesday, the presidential spokesman Garba Shehu said, unlike other parts of the country, the problem of Southern Kaduna is more complicated than many critics are ready to acknowledge. And he went on and on and on and on. And when I read through his statement, I don't see anywhere where he mentions Fulani headsmen. So to hear you now say that all the government, so you're saying that everything the government is saying is not true. And so go ahead now and tell us the exact thing that is going on in Southern Kaduna. Go ahead, Honorable.
Well, the statement by Garba Shehu, the presidential aide, who made this statement on behalf of the presidency, is most unfortunate, very misleading, total misrepresentation of the facts of the matter. And so, if he claims that the crisis in Southern Kaduna or the killings in Southern Kaduna is as a result of reprisals, Garba Shehu should come clean.
Sorry, guys. We know that
That fit the agreement. And that means that they know the aggressor. And why, if the Southern Kaduna people are the aggressors, they should fish those people out. And bring them to that, and bring them to book. Now, having seen and having known that we have debunked that narrative of communal clash, of just now that we are hearing that new narrative that Garba Shehu brought, that armed gangs in Southern Kaduna are actually the ones fighting. That is not true. That is false totally. because he knows that communities are being invaded every day. The 67 ethnic nationalities I said we have, and those that are also residing amongst our people from the south. There are Igbos, there are Yorubas, there are Ijos, there are Tiv, there are people from Plateau, and all other tribes that come from other parts of Nigeria. We are staying together. We've never had a problem with them. They are there to testify. And so for Garba Shehu to come and claim that it is either a reprisals attack or it is armed groups is misleading and total falsehood. Let me also say it here, that these invasions that they are trying to cover up, the statement of Garba Shehu now suggests clearly that the people of Southern Kaduna are contending not only with the Fulani herdsmen militia that are attacking us, but we are also contending with the government. That is the truth. The government is actually, the actions of government or inactions of government to tame the spread of the killings, of the attacks, of this massacre, where we are having mass graves on daily basis. So just complicity. Let me say this. Attacks have been going on for the past, in Zangon Katam and Kauru, for the past 8 weeks. The governor, Erufai, when there is an attack in the night, he imposes a 24 hours curfew. We have been living under 24 hours curfew consistently for 8 weeks now, and the attacks have not stopped. While the indigenous people are being contained by a curfew, the attackers are allowed to run freely with their AK-47 and their matches, and they go in by night and kill and run to a nearby bush, and nobody goes after them. Genocide is going on in Southern Kaduna right now. And we're telling the world, we're putting the world on notice, there is genocide going on. It has not stopped. This, now that I'm talking, in fact, just before I started this discussion, phone calls have been coming. A community was attacked in the night. Today, 11 bodies were packed in the farms. And the attack continued while I sent a boy to go and film those bodies and get their names. The gunmen again came out and started shooting. And they have been shooting all this while. No security person, no security presence there. And whenever attacks come up and the youth go to help, it is the youth that the security, when they come at last, they will arrest them and detain them. That is what we are going through in our communities on a daily basis. And let me tell you, most of our communities have been displaced. They are now living in neighboring communities, only waiting for those communities to be attacked again. And the governor does not allow the formation of a formal IDP camp so that the people will get help. Our children are out of school. Many schools have been closed. No medication, no food. They can only wait for food ration from good-spirited individuals. But in the rain, they are staying in the rain. And those that have attacked the people, most of those communities have been taken over by the attackers. They have come in with their cattle and taken over those communities. And there has been no effort whatsoever on the part of the authorities to chase these attackers out or to bring them to justice. Not a single one herdsman that has been arrested and tried and prosecuted or convicted of the thousands of lives they have taken, of the raping they have been doing across our communities, dehumanizing our women, displacing our communities into IDP camps. They are not brought to justice. Something is wrong somewhere. We need help in Southern Kaduna.
All right, Honorable. When you say something is wrong somewhere, that would even be an understatement, because the reason why I brought you to our show is that
listen, why I think something is wrong, why I say something is wrong here is that, look, we have been ejected out of our lands. It is our land that they are taking over. And somebody ejects you and take over your land, he does not just come to send you away. He kills you. He kills your children. He kills the children while they are asleep. And he takes over the land. He stays there and he is allowed to continue to stay with impunity. That is why I say something is wrong somewhere.
No, I'm agreeing with. I'm saying that to say that something is wrong somewhere is even the least. We know that we knew that a long time ago. Something is actually wrong. I'm trying to expand on what you're saying. I agree with you. Why I agree that something is fundamentally wrong is because it is difficult for me to understand when, if we go back to the statement by Garba Shehu, spokesperson for the president. He said that that the president wishes to state that Southern Kaduna enjoys comprehensive security deployment, including the Army, Special Forces of the Army and Air Force, surveillance aircraft by the Air Force, mobile police units that are on ground 24 hours to forestall criminality. So it is very, very confusing to me when you have surveillance and these people will come, they will conduct an operation, you will get information where they are all over the internet. People will know that the operation is going on right now, and yet the state, and when I say the state, the federal government of Nigeria, including or by proxy the state government, will not go. Where are all those surveillance vehicles? Where is the planes? Where is the military? And then again, please try to tie this together. Is the governor of Kaduna State, is he from Southern Kaduna?
No, he's not from Southern Kaduna.
Thank you. Again, the governor of Kaduna State, Malam El Rufai, is on record as having said that he gave money to the Boko Haram group to appease them. So, which means they already have said that they know the people who are doing this. Sometimes they call them Boko Haram, sometimes they call them bandits, sometimes they call them Fulani herdsmen.
Yes, he actually said, because he knows, and that is why when we talk about the Fulani militia, they are the ones. He said that those Fulanis come from outside the country. In fact, he mentioned Guinea, he mentioned Mali, and other 16 countries. In 2016, he said that, and that why they come to kill our people is that because they were passing during the 2011 post-presidential election crisis, and that the people of Southern Kaduna killed some of them on their own cattle routes, which is again not true, because we cannot remember anything like that happening. We remember in that 2011 crisis, we remember our people were being killed for voting for Goodluck Jonathan, and we have not been forgiven for that up till this very day. But he now claimed that when he chased those Fulani men to their countries and he paid them to stop the killing, but the killings have not stopped. The killings instead have stepped up. That means that they collected that money, the taxpayers' money, the money he's supposed to use to develop our own state. He collects this money from Abuja on our behalf, but not a single project I can remember that he's doing in our place. And he now takes that money to go and give to people that are killing us, and he will not defend us. He will not give us food. Of all the invasions that have been going on, I can count on and on, from Chukun local government to Kajuru local government, to Zango local government, to Kaura Kauru, to Zanga, to Jama'a, all these local governments, killings have been taking place. And Kachia, he has never for once said, let me go and see these people, their communities, and sympathize with them. He has never for once said, let me send relief materials to the people that have been displaced. He has never for once said, let me make a statement and sympathize with these people that are being killed like cockroaches every day. But instead, it is 24 hours curfew. Each time we are attacked, he imposes a 24 hours curfew and tame the people in one place, so that to pave the way for the invaders to come in and kill the people more, and nothing happens. This is what we're going through every day. Even as I'm talking now, killings are going on in Kafanchan.
Do you know what? Do you know what I cannot understand? Yeah, we're talking about killings. Honorable, do you need to do something? I hope your phone is charged. Do you need to connect your phone or anything? Do you need to do anything? Because I know sometimes these things happen. So if you need,
It's,
are you okay?
yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. If you need time to do anything, let me know. Listen, the thing that I cannot understand, what we are talking about is killing of human beings. That's human beings being killed. I don't. Why is this happening? Tell us in clear terms. What is their motive? What is their clear motive?
The motive is simple. The motive is simple. Land, take over their lands, occupy the lands, but not just like that. Kill them, eliminate all of them, crush them. That is why they kill. They don't have pity when they come to kill at night.
Who are these people? Again,
The,
clearly.
the Fulani is Fulanization agenda. I've said it. It's Fulanization agenda. And the ultimate aim, when they finish with Southern Kaduna, which is the gateway to the Middle Belt, and the Middle Belt, the gateway to the south, it will go to the south. Don't you remember the Ruga agenda? While the militia are killing and ejecting the people out of their lands by force, the government is implementing government policy to take over the land using the instrumentality of government to give it to the people. Let me give you an example. All this grazing reserve, we have what we call Laduga Grazing Reserve that was established in Kaduna State in 1997. The land was taken from our own people in Zamponkata. The tribe there is called Ikulu. And the Reverend Bishop Kuka comes from that tribe. And they took over that land, 33,000 hectares of land, without compensation, and turned it into a grazing reserve. And El-Rufai came and increased it to 74,000 hectares without compensation, and moved it from Zamponkata to Kachia administration without making reference to the boundary commission, National Boundary Commission. And these are all illegalities, all constitutionalities. And today, that Laduga is being lifted up above every other town. All Fulanis from other parts of the country and outside the country are gathering in that place. And the attacks that we are going through in our communities today, most of the attacks are being coordinated from that Laduga. Today, the criminal Fulanis are coming and collaborating with the local Fulanis, and they are the ones that are coordinating these killings, and nothing is being done about it. That is why I say, we in Southern Kaduna, we need help. We need to cry out that we need help, because genocide is going on in Southern Kaduna under the watch of the governor Nasiru El-Rufai.
What tribe is Nasir El-Rufai?
We don't know Nasiru El-Rufai's tribe. He's not. He said he's Fulani, and that is what we know. He is Fulani.
See, you know why this is disheartening is that I can't understand.
He has told people that he's from Mali originally, but he claims to be Fulani. So we don't know. There is a conflict in his identity. When it suits him, he will say he's Fulani. When it doesn't suit him, or when he likes it, he will say he is actually from Mali. Because when he won election to be governor, he invited the governor, the president of Mali. He came and stayed in Kaduna government house with him for a long time. So that is, so we can't tell. But what we know is that he is living as governor and seeing that this ethnic cleansing is going on. People are being displaced from their ancestral lands every day. Our children are out of school, no medication. They cannot go to farm. If you ever go back to your community that you were displaced, to go and see your farm or your property that you left behind, you will be killed. Many people have lost their lives in that matter, and nothing is being done. The only thing El-Rufai does is to impose caution and to blame us as a people that we are the cause. Meanwhile, nothing has been done.
Now, Honorable, what you are telling us is just an amplification of what is happening all over the place. Like I told you, I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. I've given hope on Nigeria a long time ago, on Nigeria as a country. And over there in the east, we face these attacks. Fulani people have overtaken our farmlands, they are killing our women, they are raping our women way down in the east, and we are complaining about it. And the federal government of Nigeria keeps saying, no, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. Even some of the governors there tell you to keep quiet, and what you're saying is not true. Now, my brother, what is the way forward? I know there are people from Southern, and when a lot of times people have said Southern Z. Is Southern Z, Southern Zaria, is this the same thing as saying Southern Kaduna? Let me understand.
Well, yeah, it was Southern Zaria before, where it was anything south of Zaria. That is starting from Jaji.
Sorry for the little break there. He will come back soon. It's just a network thing.
Now,
So
we hit it. That was why they say Southern Kaduna. But it's actually Southern Zaria, south of Zaria from Jaji. That is where, because the Bagis, who are the indigenous owners of Kaduna, the entire Kaduna city today, the entire Kaduna and environs, and Chukwu local government is the Bagis, and Igabi local government is the land of the Bagis. It's actually the change in demographics that is taking this land gradually, but it belongs to the tribal groups.
So, your people are all over the world. And I want you to use this platform to talk to them right now. A lot of them, I know, a lot of my friends are from Southern Kaduna. Even when I was in Abuja at Family Worship Center, a lot of people there are from Southern Kaduna, Southern Zaria, and they are my friends, and they are people who have impacted my life. So when I hear about this crisis going on in Southern Kaduna, it really pains my heart. So I want you to use this opportunity to speak to your people all over the world. And I must commend you before you go on. You are living right in the place where this is going on. There's so much insecurity. It is not easy to speak up from where you are. So I must commend what you're doing. But I want you to use this opportunity to appeal to your people and everybody who is interested in the protection of life and property and in the protection of human life in that area. Speak to them.
Sorry, just one moment.
Okay, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, he just took an excuse from us. Maybe he wants to attend to something. You must also realize that it is not easy operating from where he is. It is really, really not easy. So we commend his effort and his courage to be able to do what you're doing, what he's doing. So honorable, we really commend you. Please go ahead and tell us how you can be helped at this time. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Your thing has changed. If you can adjust it properly.
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait for you to fix it, and then I'll connect your video. Once it's fixed properly, I'll connect you back. And okay. And before you go on, just to let you guys know, I'll be taking like 4 or 5 calls. So if you want to call to ask 1 or 2 questions, the number is +1 647 989 2837 +1 647 989 2837. But honorable, please go ahead and tell us how you can be helped. I hope you can still hear me. Can you still hear me?
Hear me? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us how people can help you.
Well, truly, I'm just crying out to the world. What we are going through now in Southern Kaduna is really what we call ethnic cleansing. Our people are being ejected out of their lands, made to squat in communities, in squalor without help coming from anywhere.
Please stand
And
by.
those
Stand
that
by.
have rejected us have taken over the lands, and the government seems to be doing nothing about it. In fact, every action of the government suggests that they are acting in concert. They are being supported and protected by the government to do that. And so we are crying out to the world that the world must come to the help of Southern Kaduna before we are wiped out, using the very government that is claiming to be in a democracy, that a government that was elected by the people. It is the same government that is subjecting us to this dehumanizing situation where our children and our parents, our mothers, our wives are being killed in their sleep in numbers on daily basis. This is why we're shouting to the world that the world must know that something is going on in Kaduna, in Southern Kaduna, across our communities. We are being wiped out. We are being displaced out of our communities. And foreigners are being brought, Fulani are being brought from different places to take over our lands. We need help to restore our people back to our lands.
So, what kind of help exactly? Like, what? How can people help you exactly?
First of all, our people cannot go to farm. They have been staying, I'm telling you, in their thousands. Just the last attack, in fact, I just came, the last attack, over 2,000 people are in just one camp, housed in a primary school owned by the Equa Church in Zonkwa. And so education in there, the problem of food shortages and all kinds of things, and the government is not really coming to our help. So we need that help first. Relief materials, if we can get relief materials. But above all, our people to go back to their lands.
All right, Honorable. I have a caller on the phone. He is on WhatsApp. Please go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, and make it brief because other calls are bumping you off. Go ahead.
Okay, bro. My name is Kingsley. I'm currently based in London.
Okay.
And my question to this, my brother Jonathan, why don't you people, the Southern Kaduna and the Middle Belt, join hands with Mazen Amdekano, IPOB? We know what these Fulani people are doing. We know why they want Ruga, and they have the borders in the north of Nigeria open. Let him join. Reach out to Mazen Amdekano. We know what these people are doing. I'm telling you, please, Middlebelt people, join hands with Mazen Amdekano. We will save millions of lives.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So,
Okay.
please,
Let me take
reach
some.
out to Mazen Amdekano, please.
It's okay. Thank you very much. He became emotional there. His is not a question. Well, he's saying why can't the people join your people join Nnamdi Kanu and fight against these people, because according to him, we know what their agenda is, and it is the same agenda everywhere. So, do you have any response to that?
Yes, in fact, the good news is that we already are a part of the Middle Belt and the Southern Leadership Forum. There is this joint alliance right now
Stand by.
between the people of the Middle Belt and the South, the Southeast, and the Southwest. And we in Southern Kaduna, under my leadership, we are part of that thing completely. Anything that will bring the necessary changes in this country, restructuring of this country, that everyone will be guaranteed his own basic rights, where we'll have the rule of law. That is what we are for. We are not ready again to be taken back to the Stone Age, where during fasting, for instance, somebody from my place was taking food and he was stabbed to death on the reason that why must he eat during fasting, even though he's not a Muslim. That is not the kind of country we pray to live in. If you are an idol worshiper, go ahead and worship your idols. If you are a Muslim, go ahead and do your own thing. If you are a Christian or whatever religion, that is the kind of a society that we want to see. We don't want to see a society where if there is an eclipse of the sun by the moon, then people start killing other people and say that it is caused by some particular people. It has happened to us. We don't want a society where a cartoon will be made in far Denmark and people will be killed in my community. That is not the kind of society we ever pray to be in. So the alliance between the Middle Belt and the people of the South is long overdue, and we are going to be part of it, and we are already a part of it, so that we can rescue this nation. We can take back this nation and place it in the Committee of Nations.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you very. There are so many people calling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these calls and then we will answer the question. I'm going to take 5 calls and we'll answer the question. So, Honorable, please take note of these questions. Okay, I have a caller on the line. Please go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, my name is Moses and I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay, go ahead, Moses.
Thank you, sir. I just listened to a guy that was calling from London. The guy raised up a good point. He said we should join hands together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm a Yoruba guy, okay, and I support that. This is the time that we need to come together. Even in Yoruba land, Ali Onakafo is talking now. This guy too, Sunday Igboho is talking. This is the time for us to come together. This is the time. We need to come together and fight these people. This is the time for us to call for a good revolution.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Move forward. Please.
Okay. We have other callers. Please go ahead and call now. But when you call, keep your question short. Just go straight to the point so that we can take as many questions as possible. The last caller was just also echoing what the first caller said, that it is time for indigenous communities to team together. All right, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, Chidi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, my big brother. You are doing a fantastic job. You are doing very, very, very nice job, to be honest.
Thank you.
Just a quick one. Yes, honestly, I appreciate you for reaching out for those people who cannot reach the whole world. You don't know what you are doing. You are doing a very good job, honestly, for bringing that man. I just want to say something here. The first person that called and the second person said exactly what I want to say. This is not the time we should cancel who offended each other, who did what he did. The enemy is trying to confuse us, and this genocide is going on. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been lamenting. If you watch since 2015, I've been following him. Please, my brother, please let's forget about what happened what happened during the olden time. People are suffering. If it's possible, reach out to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. See if you can host him here with that man. It's more sense so that the whole world will listen to him. And listen to that man. He will ask our leader question. Our leader will answer him, so that we know, the whole world will know that genocide is taking place in that Nigeria, more especially in that southern Kaduna. And when they finish them, they will come to the east. They are coming to the east. These Fulanis are not from Nigeria. They are not from Nigeria. People should understand it. Please, let's bury our ego. Let's bury our problems that we have before, and realize that Fulani is coming to kill us.
Thank you.
I've been saying this since 2015. Let's not forget about even whether whoever say he insult you or not.
All right. Let's take another caller. Let's take another caller.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, and go straight to the question, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning or good afternoon. Well, my name is Tunde. I'm calling from France.
Okay, Tunde from France. Go ahead.
Yes. I supported the first and the second caller. The demand, I'm a Yoruba man, we demand should contact Nnamdi Kanu and let's fight this battle together. Enough is enough. They can't continue killing them like this. They are not chicken. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, 2 more callers and then we will go back to the Honorable. Honorable is listening to what you guys are saying. Please, and I'm happy that the calls are coming from different people from different parts of the world. If it was only maybe from somebody, but this is okay. We have this caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Chidi. Thank you so much. My name is Esther Noah, and I'm calling from New Jersey. I'm from Southern Kaduna, actually.
Go ahead, Esther.
my question here is it that we cannot retaliate by also killing the people? Because that's what I want to know. Are we afraid of killing them? Because I don't when they should slap your the cheeks and be hitting your body. So why can't you retaliate?
Okay. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Esther. We will take one last call and then we will turn over to the honorable. So I know someone was calling and the thing cut off. So please call back and I will take your call now. Sorry, there are just so many people calling, but please, the last caller, if you can call back, I will certainly take your call and we will go over to the honorable. You were calling, it's a +1 number, so I think you were calling from the US. Okay, I'm going to take this call now. Um, Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Can you turn us down on the other device, please? Can you turn us down on the other device?
On the other device. Okay, I don't have it.
I think it's your TV or something. It's echoing. You need to turn that one down.
Okay.
Your what?
It's done now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your name and your question. Where you're calling from too.
All right. My name is Mr. Robert Unebu, and I'm calling from Tyler, Texas, in the United States.
Okay.
Yeah. I really empathize with the people of Southern Kaduna. You know, all down the history, I've really know what they're going through. You know, and how they've been killed gradually. But the fact is this, going by the antecedents, I know that people of Southern Kaduna have played a critical role in Nigeria, and they're being paid back in a very ruthless manner. What is the role of what role are the politicians from Southern Kaduna playing at the present moment? Because it's a look at this, so many of them are not speaking out. You know, for people to help you from the outside, your leaders have to say something. You know, you look at it as conniving with their operations, which is very bad. You know, and people, I've heard about people from the east who are willing to help. You know, your people, your youth more especially, must stop being docile. You know,
okay, all right.
Be able to take the bull back home.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And okay, this is the last caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, and then this is the last call we'll take for now. Go ahead, sir.
My name is Zoba. I'm calling from Spain.
From Spain. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, my advice, I want to advise Jonathan Osake, is that I saw the day he was on Channels television with the journalists debating about this issue. But they tried to redirect the narratives to their own tune of their slave masters. But he tried to prove to them, no, they should stop calling this thing farmers' headers clashes, and they get bust up because they control the Channels TV now, and they say, we brought you here. So you don't say, we try to change the narratives, and they cut him off. I want him to know that he should stop believing in any media in Nigeria to bring this news outside the world. If not, they will all perish. As this man, former general, has said, if you depend on anything inside Nigeria to save you, you all will die one by one, because they have bought everything and they are in charge of everything. So whatever you can do, you push, you think fast and align with any people you feel is the only way forward to save your lives. That's what I have to tell people.
Thank you very much.
Apart from that, every other trust has been bought over by the Fulanis, and there are few coming from outside, killing the people, and those who are paying money are keeping quiet for other people to be killed, forgetting that when they finish killing those people, they will jump to them also, because they are also a threat.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow. Honorable Jonathan, we've heard people pouring out, and there are so many calls coming in. If we continue to take it, we will not even be able to talk. On our chat room, I have people from Spain, from Italy, from all over the world, and they are all expressing their concern about what is happening. Now, I want you to comment. Basically, a lot of people have talked about you joining forces with Nnamdi Kanu and what he's doing with the IPOB. You have already addressed that issue, and you say it is something you're already considering. And then our sister calling from US was so mad, and she said, these people are killing us. We've been turning the other cheek. Why can't we give them a taste of their own medicine? That was our sister Esther. And then another person says that you should be, what is it saying? Anyway, so in summary, that is what people are saying. Why can't we retaliate? And then the last person said, what is the leaders of Southern Kaduna doing? So I touch these things, Honorable.
Well, like I said, if there is any time that nationalities all over this country needed to come together, hold their hands to save or to take back the soul of this country, it is now. And we in the Middle Belt and in Southern Kaduna were ready, and we have already begun the process of joining alliances with our Southern brothers to rescue this nation. What Esther said about retaliation or whatever, well, the truth about it is that we do not have what it takes. Like I said earlier, we are not contending with this Fulani militia. If they are the ones left on their own, we will chase them all the way to Niger. But it is the government of the day that is giving them all the support. It's the government of the day by every action that is protecting them. And so we don't have what it takes. And we cannot begin to fight the government through retaliation. But we can fight what government is not doing well by pointing out what is wrong and crying to the wall, because we don't have the strength. But above all, this 1999 Constitution is the one that has put every one of us in bondage. The 1999 Constitution is the one that has given so much power to one man who will sit down in one place in Abuja after election, or one place in the government house in the state after election, and determine whether you live or you die, and determine whether you move out or you stay in. That is the problem. And so whatever that will bring about a restructuring or a bringing down of this constitution or whatever, we are out for it.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I know there are so many of you who have calls to make. We will take maybe one more call, because I want this to end in an hour. But if any 2 or 3 calls that come in now, we will take it and we will round up. I think the Honorable has pointed out so many things. It is not everything that we can discuss here on live TV. One thing I can assure you, I don't need to be there to tell you, that it is only a tree that you come to cut down, and that tree will not defend itself. What I will advise you is to be, I am very, very sure that the people of Southern Kaduna are not folding their arms. What I think they need is your help. You need to come to their assistance. They are on the ground. They know what to do. But I don't think that they are not capable of defending themselves, as the Honorable have said. It's just that they are limited in what they can do. But it does not mean that they do not know what to do or that they cannot do it. But they need resources. They need help. Now, let me ask you quickly, Honorable. Is there a fund? Is there a means by which people can come to your aid? If people want to donate money, if people want to be of assistance, how can they do this? But before you answer, let me take this question. Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany. My name is Jenny B. I just want to contribute and say, Dr. Chidi, thank you very much for the good job here for bringing everybody together. And I just want to say something to Honorable that they should join I believe they will be hearing of this revolution that Oshowore was preaching since election. Oshowore was talking about all these things since 2018-19, that these things will come. The Fulani they will take over everything. Buhari they come back to president. But the people did not believe Showore. But now the whole world, the whole Nigeria, they are seeing what is going on now. So they should, because Showore is locked down in Abuja. House arrest is not city arrest. It's not going anywhere. So everybody should come out and fight for this thing. Showore don't know that we should hold anything. It's a revolution without ammunition. Everybody should come out and speak and fight for their right. This is what Showore is preaching. And I believe Una Dukan is also preaching the same thing. But Showore is right there in Nigeria. So you guys should come out and join her. If people should come out, this I said they should free Showore, they should give that man the freedom. There will be a change by now. But everybody is just silent. So you people should join Omoyele Showore so that we can change our country for better. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. So, Honorable there, I wanted to find out how people can directly assist you or be part of what you're doing, and then after that you can comment on Omoyele Showore, who according to the last caller is right there in Nigeria and under lockdown, city lockdown by the government of the day for preaching the same thing that all of us are preaching, including you, for a change in this government, asking the people to resist the government and to do everything they can to take over what belongs to them. So go ahead, Honorable.
Well, because of the enormity of the humanitarian situation we found ourselves and the neglect by the government, so we have been crying out to the public to come to our help. And truly, we have made our accounts available to the public, and people have been donating where we buy rice, we buy medication, we visit our wounded people in the hospital, those that were wounded by these attackers. And so that is what we have been doing. We made our account available to the public.
So can you give us that your account?
Well, the account is with Polaris Bank. Polaris Bank.
You know what I would suggest, if there is anybody, if there's anybody who is watching and they can post it on our group, I will appreciate that. But go ahead and call it. We'll be able to post it up.
1770
1770
1960
1960
60.
60. So it's 1770 1960 60.
Yes.
And this is Polaris Bank, right? Polaris Bank.
Yeah.
Caller just hung on. Polaris Bank. Where's Polaris Bank?
It's Nigeria.
Okay, it's a Nigerian bank. Okay, Polaris Bank. So they can post to that Polaris Bank. Now, let me tell you something I found out, and your organization needs to think seriously about it. Like I told you, with my Orange Camp, you would, I belong.
Sorry, the account is Southern Kaduna People's Union. Account name.
Southern Kaduna
People's Union.
Kaduna People's Union.
Yes.
People's Union. Okay. But I will also advise you, it is important that your organization has another account that is not in Nigeria. Because as a member of the Revolution Now movement and the Take It Back movement, and knowing what Omoyele Showore went through, immediately the government knows about the existence of this account, they will go and freeze that account and prevent you from having access to that account. So it is very, very important that you actually open a GoFundMe account. You need to get somebody who is living outside the country to open a GoFundMe account, and that account will be channeled to another account that is domiciled outside Nigeria. When people, the government of Nigeria cannot touch that account, and when they need to transfer money to you, there are so many ways they can transfer money to you directly. We transfer money through our people. So that is what I will advise you to do. I have someone who is standing by on the line, and I hope he's still there. Go ahead, tell us your name, and but hold on before you go on. Hold on. So, Honorable Jonathan, the last caller mentioned Omoyele Sowore. I want to know your relationship with Omoyele Sowore. Do you have any contact with him? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any contact with Omoyele Sowore? Do you know, have you tried to contact him?
No.
Okay. I will try to make that arrangement after this interview, because these are the kind of people that have the kind of experience that will help your cause. So we'll talk about that after this. Now, the caller that I've kept waiting, sorry about that. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Shide, it is me again, Moses, and I'm calling from Chicago.
Moses from Chicago, okay.
Yes, sir. Please, can you please help us to have honorable? There is this lady in the north. Her name is Aisha. I don't know if I get it right.
Yeah, I know Aisha.
Okay, if the honorable can get in touch with Aisha, the revolution can begin from there. Then they can get Omoyele Sowore into this. The revolution will begin from there, from the north.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you're making sense. You're making sense, and it's a straightforward question. Let me take some other people that are also calling. Okay, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aisha is an activist, and I'm sure you must have seen some of the things that she posts out there, and I've also seen her post things about the killing in Kaduna. Let me take this call. I think the general sense that we're getting is it's just like you have said, Honorable Jonathan, that it's time for everybody from all the nooks and crannies of Nigeria to join hands together and fight this common enemy that is trying to run over our ethnic and indigenous lands. All right, go ahead, caller on the line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, my name is Eze.
Okay, Eze. Where are you calling from? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. My name is Eze.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Go ahead, sir.
Listen, you see, Chidi, you're doing a wonderful job. Okay?
Thank you.
But my contribution is this, there's something called pragmatic idealism.
Okay.
You cannot continue to dwell in this talk. We need to be pragmatic. You understand? We have to meet these people in their own game. Bullet is more potent than all this long talk. You understand? We must arm ourselves and beat these people in their own game. That is my submission.
All right. Thank you very much. What I want to also tell the last caller, pretty much like what we addressed before, there are things that you cannot come to the public domain and talk or discuss. I've already told you that I think the people of Southern Kaduna are human beings, and for every human being, when you come to any human being, they will eventually exercise their fundamental human rights as guaranteed by the United Nations Charter on Human Rights, which is the right to protection, to defense. You know, they have a right to defend themselves. They have a right to their security, like every other human being. So when they come under this attack, they are prepared to defend themselves. Or maybe, Honorable, you should be the one saying this, not me. People have been saying, Why are you not retaliating? Why is it that you don't know what to do? I don't know whether you agree with me when I say that you know what to do. All you need is the resources to be able to know, to be able to do what is necessary. Hello, Honorable. Ladies and gentlemen, his thing froze there, and we kind of lost him. But I want you to know that it is not easy for him to do what he is doing, and we appreciate him, and we appreciate what he's doing. We seem to have lost him there, and yeah, even on the Zoom, we have lost him. But what I said is based on what he said long before now. If you review the video, you will see where he said clearly that the government of the day will not even let them form vigilante groups. And I said it in my broadcast yesterday that, or was it? No, it was in my interview with Regina Asker. I said that in my place, in Biafra land, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, when you form a vigilante group, the same government will tell you that you cannot bear arms. At the time, the government said that everybody should submit their arms back to the police. And yet, these people that we are complaining about, that are killing our people every day, these people, they have arms and ammunition. They have AK-47s. Thank you. You're back, Honorable Jonathan. So what I wanted you to tell the people, because a lot of people are wondering, are you able to at least defend? Because what I've been telling them, I need you to collaborate this or tell me if I'm wrong. I am saying that you know exactly what to do, but the problem is that you do not have the resources to do what you are supposed to do. So I need the people to know whether truly you are able to form your vigilante groups and equip your vigilante groups, but because you do not have the resources to do this, you're not able to do that. The thing is, I'm not able to actually bring him back. We are having issues with him coming back, and yeah, he's trying to set his video. Okay, you need to unmute yourself, Honorable. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Now
I've done
you're
that.
unmuted. Awesome. So hold on, I'm gonna bring you. So just let us know, are you guys organized enough to at least provide immediate protection to your people if you have access to the resources that you're asking for?
Certainly, no doubt about that. I have said so. No doubt about that.
Okay, awesome. That's what I wanted. I wanted people to know. Okay, thank you, Honorable. It's been wonderful having you on this our broadcast to shed light on what is happening in Southern Kaduna. Southern Kaduna, what is happening there? It is so, it breaks my heart, and you can see from a lot of the calls that are coming in that a lot of people are just being exposed to what is happening because they heard it from you, but online, but you won't see it on mainstream media. But because we are out there and we know what is going on, we have seen pictures, we have seen videos of what is happening in Southern Kaduna, and it is not acceptable at all. I want to use this opportunity to really thank you, and I want to encourage you in what you're doing. It is not easy. It is highly and extremely dangerous. So we ask you to please try to stay safe and take care of yourself. I'm about to round up now, but this caller is persistent. I will just take his call and use it to round up. Please, you need to make it short and simple. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Henry Amos, and I'm calling from Iwo Osun State.
Okay, go
I'm in
ahead.
Kaduna, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. So I really would like to talk about this Kaduna killing.
Okay, you have a question for Honorable Jonathan because we're rounding up the show.
Yes.
Okay, make that quick.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, we're waiting for you. We're waiting for you to just make your quick contribution or question so we can round up the program.
Okay.
Hello.
The thing is this. I want to ask my honorable. Are we in need of arms to fight? Are we actually fighting these people?
Okay, I will do him the honor of answering this question. He already told you that I asked him just before your call, are they ready to defend themselves, which is a fundamental provision for every human being? And he says, yes, they are ready, they just need resources. But we cannot sit here and discuss and say somebody's going to buy guns to shoot. So that is not what we are saying. We are saying that every human being has a right to defend themselves. Okay, but thank you for your question. But the honorable has not asked you to give him money to buy guns. He has just asked you to provide resources so that they on ground will know how to direct the resources to their immediate needs, and they are well equipped and organized to do the needful and the necessary. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chidi, for what you're doing, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I least expected that you people will be doing this for Southern Kaduna, owing to the histories that we have in Nigeria.
No, it's okay. That's not necessary now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. We are supposed to close, Honorable, but these calls keep coming in. Don't forget that you can support what they are doing by sending your assistance to Polaris Bank, account number 1770196060. I think it is posted there on our chat room, and the account is Southern Kaduna People's Union. And I'm going to ask the honorable to make sure, I've already told him to make sure that he opens a GoFundMe account, and also open a bank account, a foreign bank account, through some of their people, so that people can assist you through that. But I'm gonna end the program here. Thank you so much, sir, for calling, and just one last word as we round up the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chidi, for this opportunity to place our case before the world. But as a closing up, I please want to remember, just before we started this interview, I was told a little girl that went to Spain her holiday with her grandma in the village of Goragan. These attackers came and macheted her. She was taken to the hospital in Kaduna. She's a 9-year-old girl, Naomi by name. I was just told, so as I've been talking here, my heart has been bleeding. I was just told she gave up. We were struggling to save her life, but she gave up. A 9-year-old girl, that is the story of our people on a daily basis, where infants are being killed, and the government decide to call it farmers herders clash or communal clash or reprisal attacks, but it is not that. So please, that is what I'm going through. Her parents are heartbroken. Most of her people were killed on her maternal grandmother's side. And the grandfather, learning of this also, in fact, he was not well, he died. So this is all the tragedy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother, and God will continue to protect you and take care of you guys. All right. So take care now. Bye bye.
Thank you.
you guys can see how sad, and there's so many of these stories coming out of that place. One thing, it was not outspoken about it. He was trying to be cautious, but let me let you know that Southern Kaduna is predominantly Christian. So all this thing is clear. The agenda is very, very clear. If you put one and one together, you will understand what is happening. And somebody was trying to tell me that, oh, Chidi, I didn't even expect that you'd be doing what you're doing based on what happened before. Let me tell you something. If you have been following what is happening, if you have been following the teachings and the expositions that have been coming out of people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, people like Omoyele Sowore, a lot of people, or those of us that have been doing our own little, if you have been listening, we have been going back to trace our history, to trace the origin of our problem. And we have come to a conclusion that there are two kinds of people involved in all of this thing. The people who are being marginalized, victimized, being killed, and the people who are the killers, the people who are the perpetrators of this injustice. And it cuts across everybody. You may be feeling pain and unforgiveness coming out of the happenings of the Civil War. But if you go back and read your history, which they already removed from our school, the reason why we didn't know is that they removed history from our school. But now we're going back to learn our history, and we see that the same people have been manipulating and knocking the heads of all the people living inside that geographical region called Nigeria. As the people of the East have decided to emancipate themselves, we are also reaching out to other people because we realize, did you hear the man, when we think that everybody from Benue up is Hausa, this guy that spoke to us right now told us that out of about 67 tribes in southern Kaduna, they are not Hausa and they are not Fulani, and yet it is the Fulani that is calling the shots there. The killings are being linked and connected to the Fulani headsmen and Fulani attackers there. So, from the evil concoction and the evil marriage that the British brought on Nigeria and imposed us a constitution that we did not even play any role in, to the roles they played during the Civil War, to the roles they continue to play in the present day Nigeria, if you shine your eye well, you will see that now them against us. Whether in southern Kaduna, whether in Onitsha, whether in Abeokuta, whether in Boko, it is the same people doing the same thing, using the same people. The same thing. Do not be deceived. So this is not the time for you to be remembering what the TV man did to you at Obolafo. Yes, we know that happened. But look at what is happening right now. Is the Benue man finding it easy? No. It's not the time for you to be talking about the Kaduna. Go and look at that place. You need to dig. You need to go behind the story to understand what is happening. Otherwise, your anger, your grievances will be misdirected at the same people. I mean, you are busy being angry at somebody, but they are killing the people. The same people that are killing these people are the same people that are killing your people. So check it now. The same snake that beat the other guy is the same snake that is using his tail to be touching you. Guess what will happen? When it turns, it will bite you also. So this is a time to be thinking together, because the more we continue to exercise our energy and dissipate our energy on inconsequential issues, the more the enemy will be having more and more power on us and be advancing their agenda. As we continue to talk, as we continue to not do the right thing, they continue to advance their agenda. So I'd like to thank you so much for joining us, and please continue to pray for Southern Kaduna. From all of us here at the Toronto studios of Worship Media, we really want to thank you all for being with us. Let me tell you something. When I talk about Southern Kaduna, when I talk about Southern Zaria, I feel like I'm talking about my place. You will not understand this. Me finding my footing in life again after I've been through so much stress, I owe that a lot to Family Worship Center in Abuja, and to the pastor of Family Worship Center right now, Pastor Sarah Omaku. If you guys remember that pastor, that woman pastor that was crying when she was talking about a lady who was kidnapped in Nigeria. If you remember that woman pastor who was crying, that is my pastor, Pastor Sarah Omaku. She's from Southern Kaduna. If you remember that woman who was talking to Buhari wearing black and addressing him, if you remember that video that went viral, it was the same woman that did this video. That is my pastor. That is the person that trained me. That's the person that I take as a spiritual leader, in Christianity. And when her people are suffering, it is like my own people suffering. So I need you to understand how this is very personal to me. And a lot of my friends are from Southern Kaduna. Esther, Safia, so many of them, Aisha, so many of them are from Southern Kaduna, and I reach out to all of them even as we continue to pray for Kaduna. Take care of yourselves, and I love you. Bye bye.